had a couple technical difficulties as well, so we are going to switch to a different match. Sorry to hear that, but we'll still get another match underway. So instead of that team, it looks like we're going to be, looks like it's going to be Tossimba versus Goats.
Yeah,
That's what
sounds
it looks
like it.
it's going to be.
I think we are mid-match at the moment from what I can see. So I guess we're going to be diving straight into it. Here we go.
Yeah, and looks like we've got Kai, Rasmus, Drakkar versus Kai, Estelle, and it looks like it is, last character is another Kai, or Juliet, excuse me. So pretty even teams, although almost all different characters. And looks like it is 2-0 in the favor of the blue team.
Yeah, now we're going to see some of the perks picked up here.
And if we could get a tab as well to see what trainings have been picked so far. Thank you. Oh, looks like it was infinite prime time. Everybody taking that. Not really a shock. That ability is still incredible.
Yeah, lots of stacks are going to be built up for Drakkar there as well. Definitely keen to see that one get put to good use heading into these future rounds as well. Looks like the new trainings have been picked up there as well. So we can see the crash test dummy for the first one there. We're having a bit of fun. And we are going to get straight into the kickoff. So here we go again, Yeesh.
Yeah, and I would look out for Mirkoi here. He got Rapid Fire Primetime Estelle, which is going to do massive, massive damage. So look to see if Mirkoi can take advantage of that primary, and there you can see getting the first kill there.
Yeah, good start coming out from Tossimba. See if they can look to play off this further. Good defense coming out from the GOAT so far, but unfortunately the goals have now been opened up. They are extremely vulnerable.
Absolutely, and Mirkoi sitting on low HP. Looks like they were trying to get the kill, trying to use the middle well, trying to shoot them into it, but not able to get that kill. Mirkoi gets a 1v1 with the goalie. Kai able to delay that.
Yeah, good to delay things a little bit further, give their team a bit of leeway there. They're just trying the very best that they can to just keep that puck as far away from the goals as possible, but it's really challenging when they have such aggression coming out from Tossimba here.
Yeah, Mirkoi is just permanently cracked here. Does not die from that well, which is big. Lukioto moves up, but not quite able to score. I like that goalie swap, though. And that primary just barely out of reach. Nice aim by Mirkoi to snipe that in there.
Yeah, nicely done there. Able to use the dodge and then straight into the power shot there. Eager to see if they can get a few more just like it. And we do dive into this one. Good push upfield so far. Unfortunately not able to break through. There we go. The armor does get shattered a little bit halfway there. And it looks like it's going to be a full blown now. Goals open for business. Let's see what GOAT can do.
And great pass there from the Drakkar to feed his Rasmus. Rasmus not able to quite slot it. Kai just a little bit too quick. Mirkoi's back up, so let's see if they can make an impact here. Get some goals back, and they do instantly get both barriers, but dead right away again, dead to the well.
Oh, nicely done there. Drakkar going to be able to shoot that one straight down and evens it up. 1-1 on the field there, showing lots of love. They're going to be happy with that. Let's see if they can look to pull ahead with a goal lead again.
Absolutely. And you'll see that often actually versus Kai. If you know the Kai has primary, that's really a great idea in general. Actually shoot at the Kai, because almost always the Kai is primary and in the opposite direction. So really great idea there by Rose to get that good score.
Both teams going to be on even footing at the moment. One barrier down each. Almost an execution coming up field there. Looks like it's actually played out for Tossimba instead. Luckily they do trade it out though in for the 2v2. See if whichever team can pull through here. Good dodge, but unfortunately not going to be able to capitalize on it just yet.
And the goalies trade core flips there. Not much going on, but I mean right now blue team is just doing so much damage. I think with Rasmus, one of the main things is that Rasmus doesn't have to be that close to you actually, especially if they get a size training. They can just kind of poke you from far away, and they're just not getting hurt that much. And red team is just suffering, getting KO'd left and right here. And now blue team on match point.
Match point coming through here. We'll see if they can manage to take it and take game number 1 here. Whether we could see a comeback.
Already see from the damage, red team is sitting so far back. They don't really want to walk up because they're afraid of getting hurt, which makes sense, but at some point you have to move up, otherwise this blue team is just going to keep the core on your half. See if they can do it. But yeah, you can see as soon as Juliet walks up, now just loses almost all her HP there.
Yeah, they have to play with a degree of caution, don't they? At least they managed to break down one barrier, though, so they can get some leeway back. See if they can manage to find the other, however. A lot of aggression being brought forward from Goat, almost losing the barrier there. But it's still
great save
strong.
by Lukioto to keep that in. And great use of the primary as well to force it through. That's one of the extreme benefits of Kai, is that Kai is so good at doing that. Good stall as well. Yeah, good job by Red Team holding it down. They're doing a great job hanging on to this last barrier as long as possible, but yeah, just too many attempts and they finally get it through. Gotta hold on here for the end though, and looks like Estelle gonna try to make a play. She does get the final barrier. Red Team needs a score here, but Juliet cracked with no evade. Somehow trades it there. That was crazy. The hook and the dash came out at the exact same time.
Yeah, good little combo there. See which team is going to be able to break it through now, though. Good respawner coming up. Going to be pushing straight upfield, trying to see if they can get past the defenses, and it's worked out wonderfully. They will be able to find the score, and that is going to be the game.
Great hook by Rasmus there, just catching the ball right there, knowing that his Kai was going to feed him the core. Got it around the Estelle, and that hook was just perfect. Kai, when he doesn't have a haste, is just a little bit too slow. And GG, Goat will take that first game.
That's
and
right,
I
well
believe
played.
Only game, or are these all best of 3? Let me check.
I'm pretty sure it's a best of 2, but I could be wrong.
It is best of 2.
Confirmation
so
there,
they'll
best of
play
2.
And looking at that, the damage, obviously you can see, is just 12-6. So basically out KO'd by 2. So looks like they might have to pick something that does a little more damage. Maybe banning Drakkar. Not too sure what to do there. You could have, I think they definitely could have had enough damage. It's just so tricky with Drakkar and Rasmus. And Drakkar getting specialized and prime time just does so much DPS.
Absolutely, and they definitely reaps the rewards of that through and through there. So eager to see what the adaptation's going to be as we do get into it. I think we got a replay on screen at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. So good to see some of the highlight moments coming out here.
Yeah, and you can see good saves here by Kai, just barely out of range from the Estelle, so able to hold that down perfectly. And you can see, this is what I was meaning, this little play, the dash and the hook coming out at the exact same time. You rarely ever see that, but that's a funny little interaction.
Well, it's always good to see, you know, those rare little moments and to be able to showcase them on a platform such as this one. But looks like we are going to be into the draft stage again, and Ira are going to be banned as well as Rasmus this time. So a bit of a different playing field.
Yeah, gonna go with the adaptation there. I think it makes sense, especially if there's a size training. Rasmus's hook, his little whiplash, gets bigger, and his primary gets bigger. So size is just insanely good on Rasmus. So if you're able to deny that, pretty strong. And also, getting hooked into the middle well is pretty annoying on that map. In this one with Amy Zap, I can definitely understand why they don't want to do that. Rasmus can sometimes just farm KO after KO just by hooking people into the middle well. It looks like Red Team playing a completely different comp. I'm excited to see this. Is this a Vice goalie or is this Amy goalie?
Ooh.
I love Vice goalie. I have always thought Vice is a much better goalie than a forward personally. But it looks like it's going to be a forward and it's going to be Amy and Nat. This is more normal, especially with Super Surge. It makes sense. Oh, and looks like Juliet already catching a kill into that middle well.
Yeah, good to utilize their surroundings there in order to find an advantage for their team. See if the Vice can push up some aggression as they break down the barrier. There we go. Goal opened up. Now they might be able to find some benefit from it. But in the meantime, we have lost a member on the Tossimba side. Looks like Goat are ready to play.
And both Juliets right now, they're both looking like they can just... Oh, what a play by the goalie. Using the eject in order to make a play on net. Such a sick goal. You love to see that. You don't often see that with Amy Super Surge, but taking eject here makes a lot of sense with that option.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely going to be able to find the full benefit of that one. But We'll see if the barrier is going to go down nice and quickly here. Oh, there we go. Good hit from the Vice there.
I mean, honestly, this Amy is basically a Vice. They're like teleporting in, making one play, then coming back into their net.
It's really well synergized, isn't it? And that's what you need it to be. A very well-oiled machine in order to just get goal after goal.
It looks like they're having a hard time pressing. Yeah, blue team really great job containing there. Not much red team could really do to get it out. They had to make some like passing play in order to get it around them, and blue just honestly just contained that core on their half just permanently. Well done by Rose and Repair to score that goal there.
Absolutely, just keeping as much control as they can at this point. Really doing the best they can. Speaking of, good opening there from Mirkoi, able to get the barrier nice and quickly and see if they can find opportunity here to get a goal. Definitely admiring the aggression coming out thus far, even pressing the enemies away as much as they can. They have lost the barrier now though, so that could be costly, and they lose a player in the meantime.
Yeah, one of the weaknesses of Vice, you kind of saw it there, especially when they got hit by the Charakarl. Well, Vice has the slowest movement speed in the entire game. I don't think it's close. Vice is really, really bad, in my opinion, when she actually doesn't have her movement ability up. Because the only time she gets to make a play is when she teleports, otherwise she's just really slow. So she has to really do a lot of damage, make an impact with her movement ability, otherwise she's just going to be kind of a sitting duck the whole game.
Yeah, and that's going to be costly, isn't it? You really have to pick and choose your battles at that point, otherwise you can really be on the receiving end. A lot of punishment there. Speaking of punishment, barriers down already. It looks like Tossimba going to be trying to see if they can light the enemy's goals aflame here.
And good defense by Lukioto to hold that 2v3 down. Really good defense versus that Julie especially. Not easy to do as an Amy. And Amy blinks in, and yeah, the Super Surge Amy is just going hard on offense, just making all these plays.
Yeah, nicely done there. 2 for 2 now. Even Stevens into our first round of this one. And we'll see.
And this is a big one. You're going to see Vice and Drakkar really both like prime time if that's available. And 1-2 punch also is really, really big on this map especially. So winning the first one and seeing if you can get that is super big. Because those trainings are going to be what dictates this. Right now in a 1v2, what a good pass by Rose, and repaired with the perfect slot as well. Not much Lukioto could do there. Had to blink like a second earlier, but really hard to react what kind of shot repaired was going to put on that there.
Yeah, that's right. It's great that they were able to find that one hook, line, and sinker in order to take it down at the first round of game at number 2 here. New trainings going to be coming out as well now. Looks like the Chrono Boost is going to be picked up by the Drakkar there, and Amy finding Timeless Creator, followed by Twin Drive, as well.
Yeah, Juliet stealing the Twin Drive from the Vice. That's very smart. I think Heavy Impact is also a reasonable take, but Twin Drive Vice is really strong as a forward. Because the more you get to make TPs and do more damage, it's bigger. I'd also look at the Amy. Amy getting Timeless Creator is huge as a goalie. Your ult becomes so much stronger. It's basically a guaranteed barrier if it's positioned properly.
And that just adds all the more potential to your defensive capabilities there. So definitely eager to see that one come into action here. The ball's just going to be stagnant in the midfield for the moment, but that will easily change considering the goal's going to be opened up on the Goat side of things. They really have to make sure that pressure is built up as much as possible to keep it away from their side of the pitch. Oh, and there it is.
What a shot.
Vulnerability.
Lukioto is just the offense for this team right now with the Super Surge. Nobody's expecting it. The Kai just simply isn't ready for it. And the blink just gets it right by him. It's perfect.
Yeah, great way to start things off into the second part of this match here. Almost taking the barrier again. Great that the defense is able to respond adequately and effectively. But in the meantime, Tossimba really stepping into their element here. I feel like, that first game was a bit of a warm-up, but they're really starting to find their identity in this one.
Absolutely. I feel like the goalie is just also a lot more comfortable in this match. Just a lot easier to play. Although I will say, blue has been getting the advantage with the KOs much more than red. Right now, Juliet's playing a lot better, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, Lukioto's, again, this offense by the goalie is just absurd. It's carrying right now.
Yeah, absolutely. They're definitely really taking their character above and beyond for their team in this one. Like, again, we see now barriers already going down. They're able to use the ability there to make sure that they can keep the ball away from one side of the pitch, isolate it forward, look to do more with it there.
Again with another KO. Even though red team has scored more goals, you just see this level disadvantage right now. Blue is just so far ahead. Really good job catching them out in the middle. And nice try by Rose there. Almost gets it, but Mirkoi with perfect positioning just gets it right around so that he doesn't die to the middle. Really well done.
I think we could see a few more KOs on the way as well, considering just how much power is available to the GOAT roster. Like, they're able to just get the enemies cracked nice and quickly, and they might even be able to send them away. Like, already Mirkoi almost getting sent off the pitch again.
Yeah, tries to burn the core flip to kill him, not able to do it. Goalie does end up trading that out, so not the end of the world. That is going to be the one weakness of Amy that you might see, is that Amy could overextend with the Super Surge and let a core get by her on accident. But so far hasn't made that mistake yet, really playing well. And right now, even game goes into overtime. Core is going to speed up a lot here.
See just how fast it can truly go. Abilities coming out as well, really trying to make sure they can get it past here. Almost in a dangerous position. Does go towards the blue side of the pitch for a short time though, but always not staying in one position for too long here. Let's see who can find the weakness, find that opening that they're desperately searching for.
Yeah, both teams are kind of playing cautiously, both on their side of the pitch. Nobody wants to ooh, there you go. One mistake from Lukioto, unfortunate. Thought the primary was going to pass it right to his teammate, but just barely missed. And both teams are playing pretty cautiously. You can tell maybe a little bit nervous there. Just a little bit worried about not wanting to let a free goal happen. And look again, Repaired is just on it right now with this Juliet.
Yeah, they're definitely stepping up to the pitch, and they need to at this point, because if they don't, then it's just all going to go by the wayside here. The pressure coming out from the GOATs. Again, though, nicely done. Going for the double tap there. Bro's going to be able to lock that one in and get it 2 for 2 now. They've evened it up. And this is looking like a momentum shift here. We need to see Tossimba step it up and quick. Otherwise, GOAT could take another point.
Yeah, I mean, blue team really needs to, again, kill off the start here. And they do. That's how they've been generating all of this offense, by making these 3v2s happen. And eventually, you know, red team's not going to be able to hold out forever.
That's right, they're going to be able to culminate their efforts towards success here. The red team only got so much gas in the tank. Let's see. Those fuel reserves are going to last longer in this one. Heaps of damage done to Mirkoi there. There's execution potential again for the blue team here. Oh my word, they're going to be able to slip it straight past with a core flip. And it's going to be another point taken there by GOAT. Crazy stuff coming out from them to reverse it in that second portion.
Great comeback, and that was literally just all due to the KOs. They were just KOing off the edge, off through the middle, just constantly. And blue team really just couldn't, I mean, they just kept the pressure up. When you have 3v2s going on all the time, your goalie isn't expected to keep performing like that. It's just not possible. So really well done. Kai gonna steal extra special from the Amy. You don't want to allow extra special timeless creator on Amy, so makes a lot of sense there. But Juliet gets one too. I think blue might just run away with this one. 1-2 punch on Juliet is just going to lead to way more kills off the middle, especially with Twin Drive. You're just going to be dashing people into the middle and off the edge all the time.
Absolutely. It's going to be tough to try and deal with that one, but we are into the third portion now. Yep.
But I am liking how Juliet played that situation a lot differently. Played much more towards the middle. You can see it even there. Playing a lot more carefully. There, he was already cracked, so you don't expect to live that. But he was playing the earlier situation a lot better. I want to see more from that from him if they want to continue to try to make it so that they're not getting KO'd every 5 seconds here. Because right now, red team is just behind, and you can see the level lead. Blue forwards are up by 2 levels, and Juliet gets another KO. Repaired just on a hot streak.
Yeah, definitely bringing out the hot hands there, and eager to see if they can manage to really bridge the gap in the level difference here. See if they can find some way forward. Otherwise, it could be truly a danger for them. Good core flips coming out though, just to get a bit of speed behind the ball here as we jump into the overtime. Double KO
And
coming out.
Red
Lots
gets him
of
back.
pressure.
Good job by Vice and Juliet, and great passing there too. Really well done. Great offense by Red. I mean, that's just unsavable. Blue almost stalled long enough. Hyuuun almost did a really. He was holding on as goalie, honestly, what you'd expect. You can't really defend against all that those passing options. So, good job there. Not quite able to hang on though.
Yeah, we'll see how they adapt around it in this next portion. Barrier going to be broken down. Good offense coming out, and they've passed it through for a goal, evening it up. 1-1 now. Nice and quick response.
Really, again, just great offense. Lukioto, bad clear, but tough. You don't really want to hit it back into the Juliet, which is the correct clear there, but really hard to do that. And man, you can just see 1-2 punch just working right there. It's so strong.
Absolutely. Able to bring all the true strengths here. And eager to see just how far it can take them. Good pass upfield, clearing it away from the goals there. Vice breaking down the barrier though, bridging the gap and finding a goal out of it. Unfortunate for Goat there, but Tossimba are going to be really satisfied with that one.
Yeah, both the Juliets were fighting. They were just kind of hitting each other, and then the core just kind of ended up in there. It was a little bit unlucky, but you know, you take it. And you can see a lot of the times Mirkoi has actually been doing really good with the blink, with the movement ability. Getting a lot of advantage off of it every time, but again, you have to wait like 10 seconds every time you use it, so makes it really tough. You have to play perfectly like every time you press that button.
Yeah, timing's everything.
And what a shot from Lukioto. Gets a point on the board. Let's go. And red team, again, still suffering from the KOs, but they did get a couple back. That's going to even out the level lead, not make it as terrible. You can see right there, level 6 there. They're going to be a little bit behind, but it's not quite as bad as before. And again, great passing from red team there. Just perfect offense.
Yeah, just really impressed with how they've managed to compose themselves at this portion of the match. Really bring themselves back into their element here. I'm eager to see, I guess, what the new trainings are going to be able to bring for both sides as well now. So we get a whole new selection of fun.
Yeah, prize fighter is what I'm scared about. Prize fighter on repaired seems really scary. I could definitely see though that red team Juliet might be able to make stuff happen now. Yeah, that combo there with the Vice was like perfect. Gosanaki should be doing pretty serious damage now as Juliet with the prime time, because they'll be able to basically spam that on repeat. So you're definitely going to be able to help compete in the damage game. And huge kill by Vice there, actually.
Yeah,
great save by Hyuuun too. Wow.
Nullify that defense there. And it's been done on both sides now, so really going to have to pick and choose their battles, especially with the Jokar now back on the field. See if they can break the barrier. Not able to find the distance to do it though. Good use of the aiming as well. Just really trying to keep their defense alive as well as push things upfield. No one able to find the weakness just yet.
Yeah, 2v3 for blue team. But you can see, yeah, Gosanaki just poking. And a lot of times, this hitting Rose pretty hard here. Rose is not going to be able to keep walking up here.
Yeah, not this time.
Good job of containing it, though. Keeping it on the red half.
There we go, back on the red half. KO coming out as well. Puck rather going to still be away from the goals there. There's a good opportunity now to see if we can get some passing action maneuvering through towards potential goal. KO comes out. Nicely done by Tossimba. We'll see if they can use this one to their advantage now. They're pushing upfield, and there it is. It yields a goal, and they take the first in this next portion of the match.
All of these goalies getting kills. Hyuuun got the first kill there on the Juliet, just catching him out of position, but then Lukioto did the exact same back to repaired, evening it up. So a lot of times this is just who can take advantage of the positioning and call them out on it.
That's right, and they're going to have to be called out. See if they can really take advantage of the mistakes that are going to be unfolding here. Good push upfield coming out though. Trying to see if they can break that barrier. They're getting ever so close, but the defense on Tossimba is just immaculate at the moment. They even managed to take the barrier themselves. Well played to maneuver that one into their favor.
And a great ult too. Really well done by Mirkoi. Great TP. Great use of the ult. A lot of times when you're in the middle, you just get such huge value by hitting basically everyone on the field all at once. And great damage. Yeah, not much you could do on the side of blue. Just all of this pressure, all of these abilities coming out at once, just never letting up.
Really getting into their element at this point in the game, and we'll see if they are going to be able to even it up 2 for 2 very soon. They do have a 2-point advantage into this portion, and can easily make it 3 if they keep playing like they have been at the moment.
And again, I gotta say, I'm very impressed. Gosanaki, yeah, he was dying a lot earlier this game, but after the 1-2 punch came out, been playing a lot better now. Not dying as much to the Juliet, living a lot more, so hanging on for his team there. Still though, red team suffering. That was his damage though on Mirkoi, so can't really complain about that. Again, Vice is so slow, so you don't really expect to be dodging that many things.
Yeah, absolutely not. Don't expect to be dodging left, right, and center there.
What a save! Using the evade. Oh, if that was a goal, that would just be a highlight reel for Lukioto. That would have been so sick. Great play by Rose, because just walking it up until he created so many options. But that was such a good save by Lukioto. Almost the sickest goal ever. Would have been a sick highlight reel there.
Absolutely. More fun in store to come. Ball going to be up at field now. Lukioto trying their best to keep the defense alive. Good to push the line there. Make sure they can't get the puck out of the top side of the field at the moment. Give their teammate a bit more time to respawn as well. Barrier going to go down though, but at least they have a full squadron back available here. See if they can keep it going.
Absolutely, they refresh it. They did get the barrier from that, so really, again, great job capitalizing on that 3v2. Just perfect use. Nice try by Lukioto to get that. Rose was almost making a really nice shotgun play there. Sometimes Dracard can just make it unsavable for the enemy team.
Yeah, really
great defensive ult there. Gets the barrier there too, even with that. And the snipe off the save. What a snipe by Mirkoi. What a perfect shot there.
That's right. They're going to be able to even it up.
Alright, and these are the last of the abilities left. You've got Big Fish, we've got Missile Propulsion. I think Amy might like Missile Prop. Goes for Big Fish instead. That's interesting. Missile Prop would have helped because usually you take Strike Shot in that as Amy in order to give you more range on your primary and on your ults. But Big Fish I think makes sense. You want to deny the Juliet. Size on Juliet is just really strong in general, so makes sense to deny it.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't want them to get any more powerful than they already are at the moment. I'm curious to see how they are going to be able to culminate their efforts here towards success. Barrier already going to go down there for Goat. Good execution, though, in return. We'll see if they can trade the barrier here or find another execution at that, considering how low Mirkoi is at the moment. Well, it could be an opportunity. There it is. Only one are going to be standing there. Lukioto, their teammate's back from the dead, though. So they might have it, but no. It is going to be broken through. Nicely done by Rose and Co.
Perfect timing there on the strike shotgun. Not much you can do. Whenever the Drakkar nails that timing, it's actually just unsavable. It's like a perfect Estelle. It's not much you can do, so really well played in order to deny that. You can see here also Mirkoi did get built different, so a lot of their shots are going to just be hurting a lot here. A lot of damage going to be coming out.
A lot more to follow, that's for sure. Push up field though, barrier goes down. KO going to be found in consequence though. We will find another barrier. They're really stepping up the tempo here. Repaired finds a second, and Goat take the advantage further.
And a great dash punch, great pass by Rose to set that up, which is perfect. Not much you can do about that.
Absolutely not. Let's see if they can find something else though.
Man, 1-2 punches is so strong. Repaired's just doing so much work right now. I think they got to be in like 20. I mean, still great play by Lukioto, just 1v1 the goalie there, but still, I mean, Repaired's just, man, these 1-2 punches off the side is just crazy.
Yeah, they're really finding their advantage again. Like, they found a lot of early KOs into the last game there, and now they're managing to find that potential again here. And look, it seems that Tossimba's taking a play out of their book, getting that KO, finding the barrier as well. This is huge for them.
Yeah, you can see that built different coming into play. That impact is just going to do way more knockback, actually, now that you have that buff. Good offense here by red team. And it comes down to game 3.3. Who's going to take it?
We'll certainly find it here. All going to be up to this one. Last goal wins.
Yeah, Vice is not going to have ult for here for about 30 seconds. So I think if red team can survive until Vice gets her ult back up, I think they'll be okay. Because Vice's ult has been putting in work. They've been doing really good damage. So far, red team a little bit behind, but Mirkoi did get the core flip, gets the barrier. They just need to score now, but Mirkoi sitting on 2. Can Lukioto hold out here? He needs to hold his barrier as his teammate is currently dead. They waste 1 core flip, but they still have possession. And it's even. Everybody back up now. They stop the Juliet. And it's so close! The Jakar ult almost did it, almost slowed down Amy enough, but not quite. And this is going to be a tense game. It's almost over, and the CC by Mirkoi stops Hyuuun from getting the core flip, and that is a goal for red team, and they take it 1-1. What an exciting first match to start it off.
And that's going to be the series, I believe. So 1 game each. Can't believe it. Really saw the best of both worlds there, and really impressed with how well they managed to do there. Great job by both teams, and yeah, keen to see more of them heading into the rest of the tournament there. There's some of the stats as well. You can see huge damage coming out across both sides there.
And yeah, you can see 18 KOs to 3. Like, Repaired was putting in insane work. It was pretty ridiculous. Mirkoi on the red team matching some of those KOs, but I mean, Repaired was just on a tear. It was just insane. Might as well have been Erasmus with how many KOs they were getting. But Lukioto, honestly, 9 goals as a goalie. That's just unheard of. I mean, Super Surge, it makes sense, but I mean, really amazing offense by the red team. They were able to hang in tough, even though they were down so many KOs, played out of their minds.
Yeah, props to them. They definitely went above and beyond, especially in that last game there, to really bring themselves over the line and tie it up. 1 game at all. That is going to be that series done and dusted. But if this is setting the precedence of what's in store for the rest of the day, I'm super excited to see what all our other matches are going to be looking like heading towards the end of today, as well as towards tomorrow as well. I'm sure there's plenty more exciting Omega Strikers action on its way.